Hey there, how there, ho there, Chef Cutter Diamond welcoming you to yet another ALCS stream. It is game three. The Mariners are trying to go 3-0 and get to their first World Series in franchise history. The Toronto Blue Jays, the powerful Toronto Blue Jays, in the powerful powder gray of Jose Batista, if you can see it. Yep. We're in the Batista jersey, of course. We're in the gray because, the Blue Jays are on the road and we need this win. If we can win, we force at least a game 5 on Friday. So I'll be happy as can be. And we'll see what happening. Of course, our jail network doing his stuff. So I'm lurking with that. I'm lurking on Silch's Subnautica, and I'm lurking with Blue Shirt Underground. So I've got 3 things to lurk at. Anyway, it was a very cold afternoon compared to most days. It was 13 Celsius, going back to fall time temperatures. Of course, me needing this and all that, gotta wear the Blue Jays white pillbox hat and all that. There's a lot of history behind this hat. For starters, this isn't completely my hat. It's a hat that belongs to someone up above, and that is my dad, Ronald Diamond. So, of course, this is my dad's hat, and if you know my Cutter historical history, you know that 5 years ago, I lost my dad to pneumonia on Leap Day 2020. So, of course, I'm rocking the white panel Blue Jays hat now because, my other Blue Jay hat is sullied, if you will, and so too is the Leaf hat. I tried to change my luck with those 2 things, but nothing happened. So, it's time to make a positive change in my life. Well, we'll see about that, but yeah, it is a tough luck day. I mean, there are a lot of Blue Jay fans in Seattle because, you've got the BC and Alberta and Saskatchewan fans, the Western Canadian fans coming in and all that. So anyway, yeah, BSU's talking about a viewing party November 15th, which I probably won't be able to go to because the day before is a big 50th birthday for my buddy Mike Kappa. Subnautica, Silch's got only a couple of people watching. Boy, that's really rough. And RJL's got a couple of people watching. So anyway. So anyhow, so just doing my whole thing about lurking and all that. Dan Schulman, Buck Martinez on the call for Sportsnet. Of course, you can't hear anything because I don't want Major League Baseball and YouTube to get on my case about copyright infringement. So I have to be very careful and all that. So this game will start at 8:08 Eastern Time, of course. So, well, things can happen and all that. So that's the way it goes sometimes. And of course, I'm going to be a little distracted creating videos for my Cutter YouTube page and all that, but there shouldn't be too much problems with that. Cutter top 10 what? Was Cutter top 10? Oh, yeah. I think so, right? Yeah, of course. I gotta make sure that I'm doing everything right. Yep. That's right. Because I got a lot of space in my hard drive that I gotta eliminate with the whole creating videos and all that. Yeah, the Blue Jays not wearing their white panel hats. They are wearing the light blues, and Shane Bieber will be pitching. Yep, a lot of Blue Jay fans, a lot of Mariner fans. So yeah, I think a lot of Mariner fans are going to be happy and all that, trying to go up 3-0. So I got to make sure that I get someone's birthday. So yeah, my fellow Aspie, Jason Lundgren, he's a Seattle Mariners fan. He's from Edmonds, Washington. He's got to be watching his team. So anyway, yeah. I feel so bad for Jason because, his Mariners are up against my Blue Jays in the whole scheme of things. So anyway, it's kind of awkward, but yeah. So yeah, just going to take a look at everything. So just looking at everyone. Yeah, I don't know where everyone is and RJL stuff. Only one's watching. That's me. All that. So yeah, I got lots of things to worry about. Eddie Chill, give you live updates, I guess. So yeah, that brutal announcing in brutal thing for Ottawa is that Brady Tkachuk is out for 1 month. Right now, Ottawa and Buffalo are 1-1 going to the third period. I'm sorry, the second period. That's on Sportsnet 1 in Canada. And Detroit leads Florida 1-0, trying to ruin Florida's perfect start to the season. Chicago is in St. Louis at 9:30. Of course, a Midwestern battle royal. And Calgary goes to Utah to face the Mammoth. That's at 9:30. As for me, worrying about my Leafs, of course, I'll have to worry about my Leafs because they play the New York Rangers, who are 2-3. Of course, in hockey circles, the Rangers are being laughed at because of the whole fact that they have not scored a goal in any of their 3 home games, which is kind of crappy. I mean, I thought that when they talked about that home drought, the 1928 Pittsburgh Pirates, yes, they had a hockey team in Pittsburgh in 1928, had 3 straight games, but I guess not. I remember 28-29, this is when hockey was like, you could only pass in the defensive zone and you couldn't pass forward pass at all. And unfortunately, there were some problems and all that. So anyway, everything seems to be okay, I think. So just got to do some branching out, if you will. 1975. Yeah. Yeah, but 1975, they can't do that. So let's try again because I know that's wrong. There we go. Much better. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, it says something about the 1975 Kitchener Rangers winning the Memorial Cup. That's definitely wrong. Yeah, they're all wrong and all that. So anyway, yeah, just checking on some stuff. All right. And we're ready. First pitch coming up. 8:08. Yeah. At least the Mariners allowed Blue Jay fans to purchase tickets. So the Blue Jays are ready to go. We'll get the starting lineup for you shortly. As of course, I'm wearing the white pillbox hat for luck. I would drink alcohol, but unfortunately, I do work the next day, so I don't want to risk fucking things up at work. All right, starting lineup is this. Starting at DH, Georgie Springer. Left field, Nathan's Hot Dog Lucas. First is Flatty Jr. Right field is Anthony Salamander Santander. It's weird. Lucas plays right field usually, in Santander and left. But anyway, Alejandro Kirk catching, Dalton Varsho through the snow in center, Addison Honey Barger playing third, Ernie My Darling Clement playing at second, Andres Jimenez is your shortstop. And they will be going up against the guy for Seattle, who we'll see in a few seconds. All right. Well, the Mariners, that's their starting outfield. Arozarena, J-Rod, and Robles, as per usual. So they haven't really changed anything. Suarez, Crawford, Polanco, Naylor, Raleigh. So nothing changes in the infield and all that. So that's to be expected, I think. And that's what we get. Blue Jays in their light blues and the Mariners in their home whites. Kirby is your pitcher for today. Logan Kirby, that is. So hopefully we'll see what happens. Blue Jays need this win to keep things going. Good evening. Live streams, unfortunately. Yeah. Yes. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, Tim. I wasn't sure. I thought, oh, was that my computer causing the trouble? But fortunately for you, well, you fixed it. The air was 5-3 on the putout. There, Springer walks out, and now Lucas at the plate. So yeah. So anyhow, so just to let you know, Cleve baseball fan, that I did do OTP, my Legends League playoff in Game 5 between the Tigers and Indians. I renamed them. I know I renamed them to the Indians and the Guardians. But the fact is that Game 5, I had Game 5. The series tied 2-2, so a pivotal game. I will, of course, alert you to the upload once it's uploaded. That will be probably in a couple of hours. I usually do it like 10 p.m. Eastern time. For Game 5, Oakland took on Houston to see if Oakland would get to the ALCS. But Cleveland, yeah, just uploaded it from my phone, which I haven't done in a while. Right, okay, Speedwise, probably just put my phone near my router. Oh, well, I don't technically, well, I don't have a router anymore. I used to, but last year I got the Xfinity Rogers cable. So I got the Xfinity cable, which is more Wi-Fi based. So yeah, so that's why I haven't had too many hiccups. Now, the one hiccup from a few days ago was because stupidly I was doing something on my computer that actually took up a lot of the thing to do with my streaming. So that meant, frick, Lucas struck out. But yeah, that means that I just had the hiccups and all that. But I fixed the problem. So anyway, yeah. So usually protocol is transfer from phone to computer, then upload to YouTube from computer. How do you like record with your phone? Like when I do my stuff, record from the phone, I hold up my phone to the TV and all that. But that's to do like wrestling things because I don't have the technology, or I'm missing a couple of cables to try to go from my laptop to my big screen and my PS5. So when I do anything PS5, it's based off the phone, and then I just transfer that to Facebook, and then I just record from Bandicam from Facebook, and then just create it using my Wondershare, and then of course I dump off the post, Facebook post. But that's not it, girl. Oh my gosh, how did he get that one? Oh, and he botched it. It is in the dugout. It is going to be an E5, I think, because I think Suarez overshot that. I don't know if it was the first baseman's fault, but I don't think so. I think it was Suarez's fault because the ball went high up. He had to go high up with his glove, and then I think he panicked. Now, there was a high hop. He snow-coned it. He threw it. It took a hop, and Flatty bumped into Naylor. But that was an accidental. So definitely an E5, and because the ball goes into the dugout, that's an extra base. Pretty much for anyone who's watching on the replay that's not really into baseball. So Santander will look at a strike and all that. Yeah, Flatty Jr. has not done much. Like for the Blue Jays, really, I mean, you don't really have many highlights in the first two games against the Mariners. Like only 3 runs in 2 games. That's 4 runs, in 2 games. That's a little pathetic compared to what the frick they did against the Yankees. Like every game they had 4 runs against the Yankees, every game, and they have 4 runs in 2 games. against the Mariners. And everyone was like, the Mariners are going to be fatigued because of that 15-inning winner-take-all last Friday. Like, I figured the Blue Jays would at least take game 1, and then Seattle would get rested, probably win game 2, and then split, and then 3, 4, 5, trying to get the momentum. But no. Yeah, basketball is at preseason level, so I'm not really watching it. Football, obviously, there's no NFL today. So, well, tomorrow's Pittsburgh-Cincy, a great rivalry in the AFC Central. And I didn't share the stat, but Santander. Ow, that almost bumped them. So here's the stat. A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers will take on Joe Flacco, who got traded from Cleveland to Cincy. They said it's the second time in history that two 40-plus-year-old quarterbacks are facing each other in the same game. The first was Brady versus Breeze. He swung and missed. Strike 3. Santander whiffed. 2 strikeouts of the Blue Jays. The offense is just not there. But we'll see if Shane Bieber can help the Blue Jays out and prove why the Blue Jays took him in the trade deadline. And it's apparent that Max Scherzer will go on the bump tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is going to be kind of I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. If the Jays win, then I'm kind of obligated to do a Game 5 stream. The only problem is there's also something called ball hockey, a ball hockey league I belong to for my church. So it's usually every Thursday. So that is going to be the tough one because, well, if the Jays the game starts at 8:30 Eastern time. I don't know if I'll be back by 8:30 or 9. It'll probably be a delayed one. I might wait till I might just start a stream at 9:15 to be on the safe side because I don't think I can get back in time. No, because the event runs from 6:30 to 8:30, and usually I get a ride home. So I think it'll be 9:15. If the Jays win, then I'll do a stream, but it won't be start to finish. It'll be 9:15 start time. So yeah, I'll put that in the chat for everyone. If Jays win, stream will happen, but delayed till 9:15 because of ball hockey. Because I'm in a ball hockey thing. So yeah, that's happened. BSU, they're talking and all of that. So yeah. Yeah, they do the Bobby G sauce and all that. I'm actually surprised that BSU isn't lurking in my stream because I figured that those guys were going to try to sneak their way onto my stream, but that proves how lame it is and all that. Like Boucher Underground, another group I belong to on Facebook. All right, starting lineup. Rosarena will play left. Cal Raleigh, North Carolina, and catcher J-Rod will play center. Jorge Polanco playing second. Josh Maple-Naylor at first. Eugenie Suarez playing third. Canzone the Calzone is DHing Victor Robles in right. And J.P. Crawford will be your shortstop. Oops. That is the wrong button. All right. So Shane Bieber will be trying to prove to everyone that the Blue Jays made the right move. So anyway, also I think my next project will be 98 Yankees versus 67 Cardinals. Yeah, it says I want to know the thought process, as in like how do you know which teams you want to pick? Like, do you do some kind of randomization? Do you do like a random number generator, or do you want to do your like, do you have a set like list and then you pick from the list and all that, pick numbers somehow? I'm like that too, but like PC Replay Baseball, I did best. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you PC Replay Baseball on the channel tomorrow. Qualifying games for the 16 team. tourney. AL and NL will have 8-9 games. We'll have an 8 versus 9 one-game playoff. AL is Ice Sox, Jays. NL is Cubs, Reds. Like, I will, and yes, the video for the thought process of where each team in the playoffs will be. So, like, I go over what happened on day 162 and like playoff spots and how I got to 9 teams per league. Basically, I decided to do it. If you're above 500, your safest houses, like the all franchise. With the all franchise in PC Replay Baseball compared to OOTP, strike 2 on that one, is that the only thing is that what's my train of thought? Yeah, is that with PC Replay, you can be on 2 teams or even 3 teams. I think A-Rod's on 3 teams, which is stupid. Like, but Babe Ruth, he's on the Red Sox. They were the 1 seed, and he's a pitcher, whereas he's a 4 seed. He's on the Yankees, the 4 seed, as a hitter. So, like, you can only, like, OOTP does the right thing by saying you can only be on 1 team and all that. That's kind of why, like, Aaron Boone's on the Reds Legends, haha. But yeah, so yeah, so for OOTP, that's what destroyed the 20, possibly 72 A's. Yeah, the 72 A, the 2016 Cubs, the 98 Yankees are amazing and all that. Like, I think they're the best team to win the World Series. Like, 114 wins, that's not the most in Major League history. That's third to the 1906 Cubs / the 2001 Mariners with 116. But at least the Yankees won the World Series. The Mariners didn't even make the World Series. Yeah, like the 2001 Mariners didn't make the World Series. And then 1906 Cubs took on those pesky, took on the hitless wonders, aka the White Sox, and they freaking used their pitching to beat the Cubs pitching to win the series in 6. Raleigh, fly ball to the left, in play, yeah, attaboy. Oh, did he stray? Oh man, that almost made it. Arozarena almost got picked off first base. He almost got doubled up. Wow. Yeah, so the 98 Yankees, well, I think the 98 Yankees, like I said, the best team to win the World Series because 114 wins and they played up the World Series and they didn't really suffer much. I think they swept Texas, didn't they, in the first round? And then they had to deal with, I like to say Cleveland in 98. I think it was Cleveland in the 98 ALCS. I know that, we'll go start PC so I could do a full season. Yeah, well, go for it. Go for it. Because, like, I already have 2 games for the PC, and that is PC Replay and OOTP for baseball. I try to make sure I just have 2 per sport at the maximum. Oops, he's going. Yeah. Oh, if he took his hand off the base, that would have been a tag and an out. Kirk wasn't that bad. I mean, Arozarena is a speedster. I mean, with his days with Tampa, I should know. Because Toronto and Tampa, are in the same division. Yeah, so, 98 Yankees. Did you know, Tim, that I actually had watched the 98 Yankees in person? I'll share with you the link because it's in the Cutter. What did I say? Cutter Top 10? No. Oh shoot, no, that's the wrong playlist. Dear. Yeah, I have 60 videos in my Cutter Top 10 list and all that, but that's not it. My videos. Ah shit. He did it again. J-Rod did it again. He is a prospect. He is a superstar for the Mariners, the best outfielder since Ichiro Suzuki, but not again. Holy Saint Laurent. Oh, my computer's going bonkers because I got a lot of things going on at the same time. So yeah, frick. It's now 2-0. The likelihood of a Game 4 stream is dying. 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 Okay, so yeah. Fly ball to right center field. Back it will bounce and go into the stands. That is a GRD. Others known in my circles as a ground rule double. So anyhow, yeah. So I gotta get to the one Blue Jays thing. I got and all that. Yeah, I got a lot of things open right now. To be honest with you. Okay, Blue Jays. Because let's see here. Where is that sports catastrophe I had? My gosh, where's the sports catastrophe from? What is it? July 19th? July 18th? Joe Torre for server. Jays game for me 93. No, that can't be right. Isn't it July 19th? Ah, jeez. July 19th. Olympics. Why did I not see sports catastrophe Blue Jays? Or just, I thought I had one for July. Why do I not see it? 24, 8, July. Ugh, this is pathetic. I thought I had it. Did I not write sports catastrophe on it? Yeah, 2024 first ever Jays game. Did I not write it down correctly? Or July? Maybe Jewel. Sorry, I'm just engrossed in trying to get you that one video about the 1998 Yankees I did. For the love of hockey pucks. Okay, sports catastrophe. July. Because they're going to be July 17th and all of that, right? Lady. Unless I didn't put it in. I said, that is kind of weird. Oh boy, oh boy. Unless I did it July 18th as a going for pack. Maybe it's picky because July 18th, but I didn't put a space on it. Because I could have sworn. Lady. That's weird because I could have sworn I did one on the 1998 Blue Jays. Because, Yankees. Oh, yeah. That is the weirdest thing. Unless, maybe some information. That is kind of weird. I could have sworn. I'll have to look at my playlist. A to Z, because sports catastrophe. Jeez, Murphy. You would think I would do this. Sports catastrophe. September, July. JUL. Chronological. Okay. Beautiful playlist. Unless I misspelled it or didn't name it right. Maybe it gets picky because I didn't spell it correctly. Close perfecto on this day. Oh, that's why. Yeah, July 19th. JUL. There we go. There we go. I got her. All right, I got her. That's why. Okay, hang on 1 second here. Oh, a lot of my stuff says Jays. Oh, I see. Maybe videos and it says Jays on it. I don't say. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Because the fact is that Jays and Blue Jays are different. Ah, I gotta know. Aha. All right. Oh my gosh. Yes, it was Indians, Yankees. Okay. So if you go to the link, Tim, that's the day I actually went to see the Blue Jays take on the 1998 Yankees. Okay. I got to figure that out. But yeah, the day I saw the 98 Yanks live. Because that was the most impressive game. And it's the number one Blue Jay game I've ever been to all time. Well, the Jays won, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I've seen Willie Canady. Remember him, Willie Canady? The only home run he hit in the majors, that was the day I went to see it. And it was a leadoff and it was a walk-off. And then I saw Blue Jays take on the 99 Braves and the 2000 Mets. Both times future World Series losers. But anyway, yeah. So that's just something for you and all that. Yeah. I'm actually surprised because I was sure that those guys were going to work. But whatever. So, yeah, everything is just hunky-dory in a sense. RGL, the RGL lookout, Yankees are winning 2-1. It's close. So, anyway, yeah. Yeah, I know how everyone is and all that. So, yep. NHL right now, the Sabres are up 3-2 on the Senators. Wow, the Sabres. Detroit's winning 2-1 over Florida. Chicago, St. Louis coming up in an hour. Calgary and Utah coming up in an hour. So, yeah. So, gorgeous day in Seattle. It is 5:30 local time because Seattle is in the Pacific time zone, 3 hours behind us. Kirk at the plate. And it go wide, ball one. So, yeah, it's tragic. Because here's the thing, though. Like, the Blue Jays haven't had a lead against Seattle all series and all that. I mean, when we lost to the Yankees in game 3, we did have a lead, 6-1. We were ready to sweep those guys. And that is what happens right there to Kirk, looking at the tablet, trying to pick up the pieces. All about the tablets and all that. I thought you weren't supposed to cheat electronically, but whatever. Kirk, good. Oh my God, how did Naylor make that catch? Jeez. Guy was high off his feet. Kirk's like, how did he do that? Let's watch again. It wasn't as high as I thought it would be, but he managed to snag it. Man, Josh Naylor. I kind of wish I want Seattle to win the World Series because you know how close they are to the Canadian border. And also because of Josh Naylor. Like, it would be nice to see a Canadian win a World Series with another team. Well, I mean, Freddie Freeman did that yesterday. I mean, he has dual citizenship, but he did play for Canada, the World Baseball Classic. And the new World Baseball Classic is coming next year. I have to remember where the Canadians are. I think they have like the group of deaf or some crapola. Yeah. The World Baseball Classics from March 5th to 17th. So yeah, they had qualifications, Colombia, Nicaragua, Brazil, and Chinese Taipei, or Taiwan, whatever you want to call it, have all qualified and all that. China failed to qualify for the first time in a major baseball tournament. So China had been into every tournament. Pop up, Naylor should be able to get it. He does. So previous appearances. So this is Brazil's first. Every one of the 20 teams in the World Baseball Classic was George Kirby. I would have been right. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. The 20 national teams in the World Baseball Classic have all been here before. Brazil, Nicaragua, Czechia, and England, or Great Britain, I should say, have actually been here before. But Brazil went to the 2013 tournament, and their best results the pool stage. Nicaragua, Czechia, and Great Britain all fell in the pool stage. Colombia, I mean, this is their third appearance. They have missed the pool stage twice. Israel, this is their third time. They got the quarterfinals in 2017, the mensch on the bench. Panama, this is their fourth appearance. They have never been out of the pool stage. This is our fifth. So we have done it. But we are the worst. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 countries have been to every World Baseball Classic. And lo and behold, pop fly. And it's out. And lo and behold, Canada's the worst because Canada has never been out of the pool stage. All 5 World Baseball Classics, we find a way to choke. 2006, we really choked because we couldn't. I think we had the run problems against South Africa. That's what screwed us. Because we beat the States, which was a massive shock. 2009, the Americans beat us in a tight one, and then we lost our second game to Italy, of all freaking people. 2013 was in Arizona. We had to beat the States to qualify for the World Baseball Classic. For the next round, but we failed. 2017, we had nothing going for us. We had to go through qualifiers, which we made it through in 2023. And missed out by an inch in the pool stage, right? Yeah, 2023, I think we missed by an inch, didn't we? Yeah, we were in Pool C. We were 2-2, but Mexico and the Americanos were 3-1. Fortunately, we beat England, we beat Colombia, who beat us the last time, but we lost to Mexico and the United States, right? Yeah, Americans, mercy us, and Mexico crushed us. Cuba's been to every World Baseball Classic. Their best performance was runner-up in 2006. The Dominican Republic has been to every one. They won the 2013 edition. Mexico's been to the best, took third place in 2023, which was pretty impressive. And all that. Puerto Rico has been to every World Baseball Classic. They are 2-time runner-ups. The United States have been to everyone. They were the champs in 2017. Everyone thought they were just basically great in their own sport. But when it comes to playoffs, they're destroyed. Venezuela's been to every World Baseball Classic. Their best finish has been 4th in 2009. Taipei, their best has been to everyone. They made the quarterfinals in 2013. That's their best move. Japan, 3-time champs. They've made every World Baseball Classic. Korea, runners up in 2009. That's their best finish. Italy's best finish was the quarterfinals twice, 2013, 2023. 2013, I think, was an upset. Holland, their best thing was 4th in 2013 and 17, mostly with the people from Carousel and a few other Dutch entities. And Australia, their best was quarterfinals. So we are in Pool A. So we're going to be in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I wish we were in Houston or even Miami for the pools. We're number 22 in the World Baseball rankings and all that. So we actually are, or no, wait, that can't be right. The pool, we were 22nd. That can't be right. We're that low? Taipei's number 2, Japan's number 1, America number 5. Huh. Nevertheless, so yeah, we're with Puerto Rico, Cuba, Panama, and Colombia. Canada will have to win more than 2 games. Canzone takes a strike from Bieber. So yeah, I don't like our chances. Honest to goodness, I don't like our chances. We're probably going to be. My guess is we'll probably be Colombia and avoid having to go to the qualifiers for the next tournament, 2029. I think it is. Have they said that everything after 2026? Yeah, 2026, but I don't know. Group B is US, Mexico, Italy, Great Britain, and Brazil. Well, we know the three teams. I don't think Britain and Brazil are going to make any massive upsets. So it's probably going to be that matchup to decide who stays, who automatically goes to the next one, and who has to go qualifying. Pool C, Nihon is with Australia, Korea, Czechia, and Taipei. They usually are those guys, but they put the Asian countries in the same time because, they're in Tokyo. So, yeah, so Australia, Korea, Czechia, and Taipei. So, yeah. And then Pool D, Venezuela, Dominican, Holland, Israel, Nicaragua. That might actually be huge if Israel can play hard. And then, Houston and Miami hosting these things. Miami will host the championship. And Robles went. Brutal mistake. Yeah, so the quarterfinals, there will be no quarterfinals. The United States will have it on Fox. Canada will probably have it on Sportsnet. Yeah, Cleveland baseball fan says he saw the 99 Yankees in Cleveland in 1999. Yeah, when they were called the team of the century because of the fact that they won their 24th, or was it 24th? Yeah, 24th World Series pennant that year because that actually had the most championships in history for a team. All that. No, that can't be right. That'd be number 25 because the Yankees won 27. They won in 2000. They won in 2009. Yeah, 27 would be 2009. 2000 was 26. 25. Yeah, that's right. The Yankees won number 25, which beat the Habs, the Montreal Canadiens, for most championships by a team in the 20th century, and that was 24. So, yeah, Montreal has 24 Stanley Cups, and the Yankees now have 27 championships. That's why the managers were number 28 to try to get that 28th pennant, that 20th trophy. Whereas the Blue Jays only have 2, and the Mariners, if everything holds up, will be 1 win away from the World Series and make Major League Baseball the first of the 4 major leagues to have every team make the finals at least once. The current franchise to make it once. I mean, basketball, the Hornets, the Pelicans, the Grizzlies, they have not been to the finals, and strike 3 on that one. So Bieber settles down in that inning. That's great. And then, of course, you got yourself football. The 4 teams that have not been to a final has been Houston, as in the Texans, the Browns, the Lions, and the Jaguars. Browns and Lions and Jaguars, oh my. No, sorry, it's Browns, Jaguars, and Lions, oh my. But regardless of the joke. And then hockey. I mean, I know that Columbus hasn't been to a championship. Minnesota hasn't been to a final. Seattle hasn't been to a final, even though they're a few years old, but that counts. Is there another franchise that has not made the Stanley Cup finals? 3. Ottawa, I know, has. That's for sure. San Jose has. I know that. I think that is. Anaheim has. That's for sure. Calgary, Carolina, Columbus. Oh, yeah, I said Columbus already. Dallas, Detroit, Edmonton. Yeah, I think it's only 3. NHL teams have not. Everything on this planet. So, yeah. So, Silch is getting some people. Oh. So, I'm giving him an ouch. Inside pitch, 2-2. Wow, Texas is hanging around. And all that. Yeah, I know they kind of, YouTube may have changed some kind of content thingy because that's why the nicknames are not there. Well, it's kind of weird. Yeah. Good baseball fan. Yeah, you're fine. And all that. I think it's just like how you set up your channel and all that. The big boys will have more privileges than, the minnows like yours truly. So Blue Jays have to do something offensively. Look at that. Okay, Sportsnet has the offense this series. The Mariners have whiffed 29 times. The Blue Jays have only whiffed 11 times, yet they have 5 home runs and we only have 1. And that was George Springer leading off game 1 for the Blue Jays. And J-Rod has 2 of the 5 home runs. Cal Raleigh, I know, does. Polanco went deep. I forgot who had the other one. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Dodgers, Brewers, they're on a travel day. They're headed to Los Angeles. Brewers are down 2-0. I didn't think the Brewers were that bad, but yeah, the Dodgers are up 2-0 in the NLCS. I picked the Dodgers to win because they're playoff tested and all that, and they're the defending champs. So, yeah, the Dodgers are up 2-0 after doing that in Milwaukee. Yeah, and Seattle's done the same thing in Toronto. That's kind of weird. I can't recall if it's ever been done before that a team has Springer down the line. That's clean. That's going to be a double for sure. Yeah, Azarenza is on there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Big double by Barger, the Honey Barger. Down the left field line and we'll bounce it. Beautiful bounce. Beautiful bounce. So anyway, yeah, Cleat baseball fan. You know, pulling double duty. I'm kind of pulling double duty myself. So here comes Jimenez, the former Cleveland star, who the Blue Jays mortgaged to get, alongside Miles Straw. Chopper foul. Yeah, so you got Jimenez. A lot of these Blue Jays have really slumped. I mean, I don't know any great Blue Jay moments for the first 2 games, I'll be honest with you. But if Jimenez, I always mispronounce. If the gem puts it through, deep drive right field, it's sending him back, Say goodbye. 1. That's a gem of a play. And what else is a gem? This is a gem. A diamond. Diamonds are forever, and Jimenez is forever. We tie the game. Holy Saint Laurent. I didn't think he was a home run threat. Oh, good for him. So the Blue Jays have tied her up at 2. Put on that jacket, number 0. And don't think you're terrible because you wear number 0. There are some great Blue Jays. One of the great Blue Jays to wear number 0 was Al Oliver when we picked him up in 1985 for the stretch drive. And also Cliff Johnson, but he wore 00 when Al Oliver wore 0. Wow. I didn't think he had home run power. But that's a big home run. Big. So, well, it's 2-2. Let's see if Toronto can take a lead for once. So Springer went deep. Yeah, he's got a home run. He had the only Blue Jays home run before Jimenez did. Pitch. Foul. 1-2. So this is very impressive. All that. So anyway. So the right field, he should be it. Oh, he makes the catch. He hangs on to the ball. He does. So anyhow, so that's what happens. What a swing by him. Yeah, I don't really think he had home run power. But he did. So, all right. Actually had me guessing from Venezuela. Yeah, I don't know how big his home runs have been. Yeah, it's Cleveland and all that. So, yeah, he had a good improvement and all that. Yeah, he actually hit 5 home runs in the first 5 games as a Blue Jay. Did not know that. I did not know that. And a base hit by Lucas. And he'll stop at first. He might as well stop at first because if you don't stop at first, you're going to run into trouble. So Lucas has made it 1-1 with 1 out. Well, you're going to run first. Yeah, even if this pitch had too much at the plate. Lots of home runs get too much at the plate, except for Aaron Judge's home run, which he twisted and somehow pulled it to left field, hit the foul pole. I mean, like, can you imagine? But yeah, the Blue Jays, you know, they got to George Kirby. That's pretty impressive. I can't remember who Seattle's going to put for game 4. I would have said George Sherrill, but that can't be right. Because I know somebody's going to pitch game 4 for Seattle. Because Scherzer is going to start game 4. Or is it Bassett? Yeah, they put him instead of Bassett Hound. I would have loved Bassett to pitch game 4. And all that because he knows these guys. And he knows the pitching in Toronto much more than Scherzer does. Mount Visit happening. So 2-2 tie. Blue Jays trying to win this game and take at least a game from Seattle before it takes too long. Seattle's up 2-1, a chance to go up 3-0, which is almost impossible, but not completely impossible, as we all know the 2004 Red Sox did. But the thing is, with a 3-0 deficit, is that the Mariners will be the home team. The home team would have the 3-0 lead, not the road team. Because the Yankees, they had the 3-0 lead going into game 4 in Boston, whereas Seattle would have the 3-0 lead coming home, being at home and all that. Vladdy should have swung at that one, but he didn't. Sometimes I wonder why you don't swing at pitches that are right in the strike zone. But then again, I don't know much about ball rotations. Pitch. Oh, you got to hold that one to left field. Bounces off the wall. So it'll be 2nd and 3rd. There we go. There's Vladdy. There we go. That's what you got. A double. Yeah. Arezarena held up because he thought that was going to go over the left field fence. But it's a double. So anyway, Santander. Well, he better do something because Santander and all that. So that goes to left field. Yeah, they thought that maybe it went out of the park, but it hit the middle of the left field wall. So, like it was on a line. It would have been amazing if he hit it to the left field fence. So Santander, as long as he can lift one deep enough to the track, it should be a run. He went for it, 97 on the gun, and strike. So, yeah, Santander trying to do his job and give the Blue Jays the lead for the first time in this series. The first 2 games, the Jays didn't have the lead. Actually, no. What am I saying? Springer made it 1-0. And then in the 6th, Seattle tied it. Jeez. I'm surprised no one's called me out saying, are you nuts? The Blue Jays had the lead for the first 5 innings of game 1. And then they tied it in the 6th. Whoops. Yeah, it just caught to me. It was like, well, I guess because of how crappy the Jays were. Ball. So, yeah. So it's 2-2. I'm just excited because if Santander can do what we paid the big money in free agency to get him for, does his job, then we should be okay. Felon. Duh. Yeah, I know. Tomorrow's going to be kind of hectic at work. Maybe not. We got an AJ truck. Basically, we get a lot of totes and a lot of small stuff in that we got to put on the carts and all that for the people to take out for product. 2-2, 2 outs. Too bad it's not 2-2 game with 2-2 in inning number 2. Perfect 2s, but that's ball 3. So Santander will be probably picky if he does about the ball because next up is Alejandro. So anyway, yeah, the Blue Jays, this is probable. Yesterday was the 10-year anniversary of the bat flip game. So, yeah, I kept thinking the bat flip game was October 15th, but that's obviously wrong. So on they're down the first shit. Naylor looks everyone back and no movement for us. So now Kirk needs a hit or a boo-boo by Seattle's defense to take the lead here. Because with 2 outs, obviously if you fly one to the outfield, you can't get a third out unless Seattle bobbles it. It's a tight fit and all that for me. The Leafs won last night, so hopefully the Leafs winning actually encourages the Blue Jays, because the Leafs won on last Wednesday, and then of course they beat the Yankees to clinch the series against the Yankees and go to the LCS against the Mariners. So, yeah, that's how things are going in a wayward trend. 1-0 pitch. Trying to get him to swing, but he ain't swinging. He ain't fooled, buddy. So, yeah, the Blue Jays are hoping for this. I would love to see the Blue Jays win one. And then, Friday, there'll definitely be a game 5. We're having issues in RGL game, huh? Well, I would love to see that, but I also have okay. Maybe I will keep my eye. Wow. Well, it's 4-3, so there's 1 out. So he could finish it off. Rivera can still finish it off. Runners on the corners. Well, Kirk with the automatic take on a 3-0 pitch, so it's 3-1. Yeah, there's a lot of podcasts. There's a podcast called the 3-0 Take. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike. So we'll see what happens. Well, all 4 bases are now loaded for the next guy. Oh, they're going to the bullpen. Oh, yeah, that's the pitching coach. Yeah, that's not the manager, right? No, because the pitching coach didn't come out yet. So Farshill is going to have to wait and see. Yeah, it's amazing that Dalton Farshill put up 20 home runs in a season in which he barely played at all. So, pitching change. Now let's see what Rivera does here. 1 out, runners on the corners. And you got Pudge. Now Pudges. So he's rolling, and it will be a 6. So I think that means no movement. Oh, is that a wild pitch or something? Obviously, I don't want his stuff in the background of my stuff, because that could be trouble. Texas has tied it. Oh, the ball. Oh, what a snag by Raleigh. What a snag by Raleigh. If it wasn't for that hand snag, that ball would have went to the backstop. How did he do that? Wow. Kirby threw. It was inside on Farshill. Nope. Oh, I think they were trying to see if it hit his foot, but no, it didn't. It bounced first. It bounced. Nope, it bounced. Farshill, I think, knew it. Ball 1. And the way Raleigh had his hand out. Oh, why did he go for that? Oh, it's a wild pitch. It's 3-2 Blue Jays. I thought that was a foul or a strike. No, maybe. Oh, I think it was a strike, and Raleigh let it play him or something. I don't know. Now what? Now what are they doing? Well, they're saying just 2 outs, but isn't it a ball? Farshill swings and misses, and then the ball gets away from Raleigh. Oh, are they calling catcher's interference or something? No, they're not. Oh, I think Farshill to right field. Back, off the wall. It's 5-2. Holy Saint Laurent. It just changed so quickly. Farshill has put 2 on the board. I thought he was going to, I thought they were scored both of them. I'm actually surprised. I thought the Blue Jays would have sent both of them. It was second and third. And that was to the wall for a double. That's, oh no, okay, 5-2. Yeah, the score thing on Sportsnet is slow. Varsho took a good pitch. Again, they had to see if it would stay in the park, and it stayed in the park. So it's 5-2. Kirby's basically done for. Barger will hit it to second, but that's okay. Blue Jays put up 5 in the half inning, 5-2. Let's see if the Blue Jays can hold on to this. Wow. What an inning for the Blue Jays. 5 runs and all that. So, yeah, Mendoza is pitching for RJL. So I'm gonna try to enjoy the RJL thing with the sound on. So of course that means I have to. Oh no, he clearly missed the ball in that one. 2 outs, you're running no matter what. Yeah, he clearly missed the ball. So yeah, so I'm gonna just mute and then listen to the RJL one. Okay, so he's having free baseball as an extra innings. So the game, the real life game is up and picking up. Bieber will probably stay to the 5th by my guess. And then, that's in line for the win because the rules are you have to have 5 innings. Beautiful. 5 strikeouts for Bieber. That in 7. So 5 of the 7 outs have come via the whiff. That's kind of Savage territory. So I know Scherzer goes for game 4. I got to remember. I got to find out who's going for the. Yeah, I should really start that thing so that I can go to it. Yeah, so, yeah. All right, pop up, get him. Oh, yeah, that's 2 outs. So, yeah. Both franchises came in 1977. Wikipedia says that this is the 6th time that 2 expansion teams have met in the ALCS. The 5 previous 82, that'd be the Brewers versus the Angels, because the Angels started life in the American League in 1961 alongside the new Washington Senators once that team went to Minnesota. Yeah, they were the LA Angels in 1961. Then the California Angels, and then the LA Angels of Anaheim of California of the U.S. of the Western Hemisphere. They got to pitch carefully to J-Rod. 85, Blue Jays Royals. Blue Jays 77 expansion team. Royals 1969 expansion team. Yeah, the Brewers were Brewers were 69 by way of Seattle for the Seattle Pilots. And then they moved to Milwaukee a week before the 1970 season. 2015, Blue Jays versus Royals again, of course. 2020 was Rays versus what was 2020? Rays versus 2023 was Rangers Astros, that's for sure. Oh, Astros Rays. That makes sense because the Astros almost always made the ALCS. So yeah, the Astros, a byproduct of the 1962 National League expansion, taking on the Rays, who were a prospect of the 98. So Julio, I don't think he's going to get there. No, Barger makes the right call. He was definitely going to make it. Yeah, that was a smart move. So yeah, Blue Jays Mariners at 8:30 Eastern time tomorrow. Blue Jays Mariners 6 o'clock for Game 5, if necessary. That's an early supper stream, if you will. So yeah, the Jays win Game 5 for sure because yeah, but of course yeah, the Dodgers Brewers play Game 4 anyway on Friday because that's Game 4, and then Sunday and next Monday would be 6 and 7 at 8 o'clock. Yeah, 2020 Rays and the Astros, and then 2023 was Astros versus the Rangers in the Battle of Texas. So yeah, Game 3 and all that. Yeah, Scherzer versus Luis Castillo. And no, not the Florida Marlins iconic second baseman of the 90s. Blanco, uppercut swing, but it's out. Farshall makes the catch, 3 down, up, 3 down. So yeah, hope it's 2 short series. Well, let's see how short the Blue Jays Mariners series is. Probably not. Hopefully it's not. 4-4. Crabtree throws a 3-5. So not a block, a 4-5. And that's a single, I guess. So, all right. So 4-4. I'm going to deafen so that I can catch RGL. Did you ever see the movie Grand Evening? Have I ever seen it? No. Heard of it? I have. Yeah, because Robin Williams is in it, and he does a radio DJ for the U.S. troops in Vietnam and all that. But yeah, he like plays some famous songs and all that on the turntable. So yeah, I've heard of it. Haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. All right, so yeah, first base. Yeah, I got asked that question and all that, but yeah. So I'm gonna just step in for a sec for RGL. So anyway. That's cool. Yep. Um, RJL just finished his game. Paul O'Neill with an RBI double to win the game, and the 1999 New York Yankees beat the 1999 Rangers. They're now 2-0 in the LCS. The blood. It says, do you know what 3 up and 3 down is? And Williams' response at the end of an inning. Is 3 up, 3 down some kind of thing to do with push-ups and all that? Oh, instead of a military rank. Whoopsies. I didn't read that part. Yeah. Yeah, that everything's weird in sense. Buffalo looking good against Ottawa 5-3. Detroit leading Florida 2-1, trying to ruin their. I think Florida has to still the undefeated streak going, and they want efforts to grow the game worldwide. Well, I can understand that, and they're saying that Kulikov is out 5 months for the Panthers. Wow, that's the third major injury for the Panthers. I mean, Barkov's gone for the year. Matty Ice isn't back till at least January, and now Kulikov is out 5 months, so he's out till March by my numbers. Clement kind of swung, but he didn't. And Markstrom out weeks for the Devils. Wow. The Devils really put their minds on Jacob Markstrom. And, it's weird seeing number 25, goalie wear number 25. In Europe, it's pretty much par for the course, but in Canada, it's not there. So, yeah. Full Metal Jacket. Yeah. Well, Platoon also did Feed and Am too. Yeah, Platoon was Feed and Am too. The Smell of Napalm in the Morning and all that. I remember that format. But yeah, I remember some stuff. I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, but I can remember stuff. So, yeah. So, Jimenez up at the plate trying to do what he did last time and make things happen. Not just like score, but make things happen. Or as I should say, not really to score, but to make things happen. Look for the left. That is a fool. That's a foul to you and me. So yeah, just doing some edits and all that, and a whiff. Well, he's trying not to completely crap himself. Look, George Kirby. And now Logan Kirby. Yeah, Logan Kirby. Was he a former player or something? Because that's like in my mind, Logan Kirby. Probably just me. Yeah! Say goodbye. That one. Georgie. Hey there, Georgie boy. That is a big home run you just hit in the sky. Now it's 6-2 for the Blue Jays. We're not dead right now. Wake up, a Georgie boy. Yeah, that should be what I call that's what I call my home run taunt. A home run taunt is just basically me taking like a first name or last name and making some kind of happening. 6-2. Now let's hope this game 3 is not like the game 3 in the LDS and the Blue Jays learned their lesson about keeping a lead. They better not botch this, because I swear to hockey pucks, if they botch this, I'm about to lose my shit. Yeah, creating videos is not the easiest thing in the world. You have to know what you have to do, and you have to keep your eyes open for anything sus. So there's always a method to people's madness and all that. And that's, well, I do it based off of importance. Well, he's out, but Springer did go deep. Do what DP do? What can you freaking do? So that's good news for the Blue Jays. That's a home run, and it's now 6-2 for the Blue Jays. Hopefully, as I said, they learned their lesson from the other game 3, their past game 3, and finished the story at the old Cody Rhodes philosophy. Yeah, I taped NHL 94, like the Vancouver Olympics mod that has the 2010, the teams from 2010, and well, not all countries have their main player, all that. It's more so for like they made a third, like 30 countries. Not every country qualified for the Olympics in Vancouver. So it's just something to, keep myself occupied with, and in a sense. So yeah. Should I do that one? Nah. Nah, man, nah. Oh, someone's commenting on a post I did. So anyway, 34, 44. Oh, I know why. Anyway, all right. So for Vancouver 2010. Let's do that. Yes, Platoon is being named. I knew that. I knew Platoon was being named. All that, but yeah, game 3. So if the Jays can just keep everything together and learn their lesson, then the Jays will at least force a game 5 on Friday night, and that'll be a separate hour game for me, 6 Eastern time. So but did you see the comment about the napalm quote? Platoon. Oh, for fuck's sake! It wasn't. Oh yeah, Apocalypse Now. That's also a Vietnam. Yeah, I knew Platoon was Vietnam. Apocalypse Now. Ay, ay, ay. Now I do. Now I do. Oh, shit. I knew I got something mixed up. I knew that was a line from a movie in Vietnam, but that was the wrong one. Yeeps. It was released on the day of my birth. Yeah, well, no movies were released on the day of my birth because I was born on a Tuesday. Ground ball, easy play, 4-3. You know it. Naylor's not a fast runner, so take your time. Don't fuck it up. And you don't. So yeah, so the Blue Jays up 6-2. And all that. Yeah. Bieber just has to stay grounded and all that. Oh, he's apologizing because I think he got Alejandro Kirk on the wrist or something. I don't know. Now here's Suarez. Pitching away, trying to get him to sniff it and whiff it, but no. So anyway, yeah, so 1 ball, no strikes, went out for the Blue Jays. Suarez takes it high and deep. And sometimes they do release that. It's normally Friday, right? It's the tradition to release your movies on a Friday. At least that's pretty much the terminology ever since I can remember movies being released and movie trailers saying it releases on a Friday. Well, I mean, they do release movies like on Christmas Day, and that's a different day of the week. So yeah, that's technically true too. Oh, you're a Tuesday's child like me. I forget what the rule about Tuesday's child is. Like they say Monday's child, blah blah blah. Tuesday's child, do. Wednesday's child. I forget what Tuesday's child technically is because I want to know if either me or you, Cleveland baseball fan, are close to the saying and all that. But like I don't know, off the top of my head. Yeah, they said Wednesday's child is troublesome. Suarez, make it easy. There you go, too. Yeah, Independence Day got released on Tuesday, Wednesday to coincide with Independence Day. Yeah, that's right. Because Fridays are almost the standard unless you want to release movies on a holiday. All that. Like, I got to think. How many times does Canada have a holiday that doesn't coincide with the United States, like a national holiday? I think we don't. Oh, yes, we do. Well, Victoria Day we do. Yes. So May 2 for or Victoria Day is the second last Monday of May, whereas Memorial Day is the last Monday in May. So basically, we celebrate our May national holiday a week before you do in the States, but you catch up and all that. All right, that's done. All right, yeah, because I got other things to worry about. All right, just to make sure those go into the recycle bin. And then make sure that that space is out the door. Because with that space out the door, my computer can run faster. Because I don't have enough. Then I gain my space back. 6.2? Yeah, consider mail or banking in Canada. Easter Monday. I think so. I think we don't get mail or banking in Canada. I think. Well, not a lot of banks do business on a Sunday, so yeah. Well, I know Easter Monday is not it's not a full holiday. Like Easter Monday, there are a lot of things that are open, but I think banks are not. Or are they? I can't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. Well, I know Easter Monday, I've worked on Easter Monday, so I know for sure it's not a paid holiday because the paid holidays in Canada is Good Friday and Easter Sunday. Canzone pops it up. Oh, nope. Ow. He took a tumble, but he's okay. Lucas is a little peeved he didn't get the ball. But I don't think that's an error. I think that ball was tricky anyway, so I don't think they'll give him an error. It was foul. Will they give him a... It's not a thing. Here, I don't get off. It's a religious holiday here. Easter Monday is not a thing in the States. Oh, I thought Easter Monday was American too. I thought Americans celebrate Easter Monday. That's not. I didn't know that. Well, Easter Monday is not a national holiday per se because everything opens and I work on Easter Monday, so technically it doesn't count as a national holiday. I mean, it is a thing, but it's not a national holiday. It's kind of like civic holiday in August because August, the first Monday in August, is a holiday in Canada, but in Ontario it's called civic holiday. There are other names in different provinces. Yay, we got Canzone, 6 whiff for Bieber in 4 innings. Beautiful. Shane Bieber, another former Cleveland player who won the Cy Young as a member of the tribe. Canzone went for it and couldn't get it. So the Blue Jays are trying to learn their lesson. Win this game. Hopefully win game 4 to make it 2-2 and then go back to T-Dot. They have a holiday called Dingus Day. Do they know how much that's an insult? A dingus? Yeah, it is called celebrating the end of Lent. Yeah, I don't think we have a holiday this every. Well, Palm Sunday technically is the end of Lent. As I know, Lent is celebration day. Yeah, I know Lent's the 40-day holiday that starts on Ash Wednesday and goes to Palm Sunday because I've done the math and all that for 40 days. A lot of people probably think it's Ash Wednesday to Easter Sunday, but no, that's past 40 days. That's 47 days or all that. Yeah, day 40 is Palm Sunday. I've tried to give up things for Lent and all that, but it hasn't been completely good and all that. I mean, one thing I tried to give up for Lent was in 2016. I tried to give up. Oh no, wait, was it 2016? I tried to give up sports for Lent. No, that wasn't it. I don't know. Yeah, Sundays are not considered part of Lent in the Episcopal church. Yeah, I know different churches have different days and all that stuff. It's kind of awkward. I just go by the normal church calendar, like the Christianity calendar and all that. Like, it's weird. So anyway, yeah. So I am planning on releasing another pack of baseball cards to be broken at the end of the game, or if the Jays are blowing, or if it's a blowout. Right now, it's not a blowout, so it's 6-2. So maybe if the Jays are up by 7, I'll start, or something happens. Like if it's a blowout, then I'll probably just pull out the pack of cards and all that. Of the current tops 2024, like I have only 2 packs of these left that I haven't unboxed. So, but those are the 2024s. I actually went to the card store today after going to the dentist and picked up a thing for 2025. I'll show you. I'll show you at the end of the half inning. Yeah, once the Blue Jays finish batting in the 5th, I will show you what I picked up and all that. Up deep drive center field. Back, J-Rod. Say goodbye. That one. Blancada. He's back. Welcome back to the home run swings of your. Welcome back. J-Rod, I thought, had the ball, but nope. Flatty makes it 7-2 Blue Jays. Not celebrating yet because we had blew that 5-run lead in game 3 of the series against the Yankees. So I'm not celebrating yet. Flatty goes Plancata. You got to get Kirby out of there. I mean, he's going to have 7 runs. That's not good for his confidence. I don't know what the heck they're doing. I don't know what the heck Danny Wilson's doing. Kind of pathetic. Like, I know Dan Wilson was a serviceable catcher for the Mariners in the legendary Grand Annals. I think he's the best catcher in Mariners history. A lot of people say Dave Fowl. Well, Cal Raleigh has only played 3-4 seasons, so I can't really count him as the best catcher around yet. Wilson is saving the bullpen. Well, I mean, here's the fact though. He didn't really use the bullpen much, or he should not have used the bullpen much in the first 2 games of the series and all that. Well, there's someone in the Mariners bullpen warming up. I don't know who it is, but yeah. I mean, you saved the bullpen, fine, but I mean, there's got to be a point in which you tell your starting pitcher, you pitched 4 good innings for us. I need to save you and all that. Because what if you overuse Kirby and all that, or your starting pitcher at the first place? If you overuse him, sometimes they're able to take a 5-pitch walk. Then basically when you need him the most at the tail end of the series, you don't have him at full strength. And then what do you do? Unless he has good fitness. There you go. I thought so. I knew they were going to take him out now. Well, Kirby will pitch another day and basically go back to being a pink puffball. As in, Kirby from the Nintendo franchise. Well, Blue Jays got to the Mariners bullpen, but the Mariners bullpen has been decent. So Can't really say too much. Hopefully the Jays will do it. So I'll pop up and get what my newest acquisition. 1 second. Don't worry, it's not that far away. Look. So got this today. Topps Heritage 2025, $29.99 for 35 cards. I know. But the fact is, because I do 1 pack of cards per stream and all that, and like there's only like 8 cards in. How many cards are in this? There are only 9 cards in these. Like I figured that I do like 35, and then bring back the 1976 Topps design. So yeah, so I know I actually found another. There was actually another Topps 2 pack of like a double pack of cards for like 50 cards for $29.99 as well. Topps 2 or whatever the frick they call it. But because is that 2025 Heritage? It is. 2025 Heritage. I mean, I try to buy like things that, I get more money bang for my buck, because, I get more cards, like a better percentage of cards to cents and all that. I mean, it's not worth it buying a 20 pack of baseball cards for $30, unless they're like a super series or some crapola like that. But like, yeah. But that will be probably. But that's his current players on an older style card. Yeah, true. That's right. I know. Yeah, I know that. The one card. So the one example, if I can. So the one example of the 2024 set is Jason Foley and all that, because that's the old style, and it gives you like trivia questions and all that. So yeah, that's basically what it is. But yeah, so that will be packed because I want to finish what I started, if you will. Yeah, because I want to finish what I start and all that. So the 2024 Topps Heritage will actually be first and foremost on my mind to get all that. I can't remember when I got that whole thing. I think it was in May, wasn't it? I tried to make it an Nintendo base hit by Kirk, and we'll easily go first or second. Station to station. That's what they say. So Alejandro's got a single. So yeah. So Fargus is bitching and all that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Cal Raleigh is definitely the greatest catcher in Seattle Mariners history yet. Like, it's only like 3-4 years with him. I'd rather wait a few more years to declare him and all that. Because you usually with like saying, oh, he's the best player in history. Yeah, the stats are there, but the longevity, like with one team and all that. Like Dalton Varsho, is he the best center fielder in Toronto Blue Jays history? Well, no, he's only played a few years in the Blue Jays. And may I remind you that there's 2 guys by the name of Devon White and Ferdinand Wells who had legacies in center field. Well, also Lloyd Mosby, I also have to say too. So definitely Varsho would have his hands full with center fielders. Yeah, nice pitch to Vladdy. I thought J-Rod caught the ball, but nope, he didn't. 98, and he didn't go for it. Sometimes if it's a fastball and it's right at face, you should be able to make it. You should be. Yeah, Jojima was okay, but he only lasted 5-6 years and then went back to Japan. Dan Wilson was serviceable. Chris Widger. Why would you put Chris Widger in that conversation? Dave Valley. Well, yeah, Seattle. Dave Valley is the main guy for the Seattle Legends in OOTP and the All Legends thing. And I don't know about Seattle for all franchise and all that, what they have. Varsho pops it up. Oh, are they calling it for a fly rule? Well, no one's going to move on that one anyway. Yeah, just naming Mariners catchers. Yeah, I know. That's a pretty good collection and all that. I understand. Like, well, and I'm saying, is Julio Rodriguez the best center fielder in Seattle history? Definitely not. Yes, Red Wings just scored. Yes, that means the Panthers lost. Yippee! Maybe the injury bug will catch up to them. Yippee! So yeah, great. Yippee! Yeah, the Red Wings look good. Buffalo's crushing Ottawa 7-4. Whoa, hockey pucks! Like really, gotta get gargantuan effort. Absolutely. Like if you don't have Griffey Jr. and all that, like take away Griffey Jr. Is he number 2? Is he behind Griffey Jr.? Personally, I think maybe because the only good center fielder I know who Mariner is Mike Cameron. Other than Cameron, I don't really know any good center fielders for the Mariners in history. Like center fielders primarily, not outfielders, but center fielders. Yeah, Griffey's got that play and all that. Like, it has to be Ken Griffey Jr. number 1. Like, frig. He had massive impact. Clement, they said, are they going for the run? They're going for it. Yes. Cut off. He's out, but the run scores because that was before the third out. Yep. If someone crosses the plate before the third. Isn't it out number 3? Oh, it's out number 2. Yeah, it's out number 3. Yeah. Then again, talent was limited. Prior to Griffey in the 80s. Yeah, Seattle, like Alvin Davis, I think was the best player. Yeah, I think Alvin Davis was the best Mariner before Griffey, Tino, and Edgar came in and all that. I don't really consider Tino a Seattle legend. I consider him more closer to the Yankees and all that. But yeah, Alvin Davis is a pretty good first baseman. Well, Tom Pachorak, maybe. But or Harold Reynolds, but he was, I think, a one-season wonder with his stolen bases and all that. I don't think Reynolds really had any good seasons for the Mariners other than that. I mean, Omar Vizquel used to be a Mariner, and they put him on the Mariners team for OOTP Legends because, Cleveland with shortstops, you have Lou Boudreau and Joe Sewell. So basically, you can't put Vizquel in there. Yeah, another empty net goal. Well, I don't think the Panthers were going to score 2 goals. So, yeah, so that's all there is to it. So, yeah. Mariners. Yeah, Tino is more closely affiliated with the Yankees. I saw Tino as a Mariner in 1995. Yeah, it was 95, right? Yeah, it was 95 when I saw the Mariners take on the Blue Jays. I keep thinking it's 94. But no, that was California. 93 was the Royals. 94 was the Angels. 95 was the Mariners. Was it 95 the Mariners? I think. 96 the Tigers. 97 was the Royals. Again, 98 was the Yankees. 99 was the Braves. 2000 was the Mets. 2001 was the Yankees. 2002 were the Red Sox. 2003 were the Orioles. 2004 the Rays. At the time, 2005, another Yankees. 2006, White Sox. 2007, Royals / Mariners. And 2023, Diamondbacks / Angels. So, yeah. Yeah, it was Mariners in 1995. I remember. Either that or 94. 5 was California. But no, it was 95 Mariners, I think. I watched Jays versus Mariners live in 95. Yeah, that has to be it. So 2 runs in the 5th. It's 8-2. Not counting them out yet. I've got to stay calm. I mean, once Seattle kind of runs out of outs, then we'll see. But yeah, nice run. They did cut it off to get the runner at third, but because the runner scored before the third out was made, that counts. And all of that. That's for baseball fans, casual baseball fans. So yeah. It's 8-2 Blue Jays. Yeah, I like that. Turkey in the Straw is in left field, and Lucas is in right. So Santander is out of the game, obviously, because Santander was in right and Lucas was in left. And now Lucas moves to right and Straw moves to left. So yeah, Santander is done. Well, he didn't play a lot for the Blue Jays. He was injury prone this season. So maybe they're just saving him. Robles, that's a feeble. Is that? Yep, that is. That was a feeble swing, but that was a swing. Bieber probably will pitch until he really gets into trouble. And then, then the Blue Jays won't need to use the bullpen. But yeah, it is. It is Scherzer tomorrow against Castillo. Robles to center. Oh, it always looks like the ball's going to center field, but then it's just a pop up to second base. I just hate that. Because you think you see it, but it's not there. Yeah, Scherzer versus Castillo. Yeah, that's why the Blue Jays got Max Scherzer for his big game experience and the 2019 title. Honestly, even though, Washington won the title and they were the former Expos, I just couldn't cheer. I just can't cheer for Washington in their 2019 World Series title. Well, for one thing, I picked Houston to beat Washington, but I always cheered every time Washington fumbled in the playoffs and all that. Yeah, you don't have to make an essay out of it. Oh, base hit by J.P. Crawford. But yeah, Rupert Jones. Yeah, Craig Reynolds was a Mariner legend. I remember him as an Astro, and he's part of the Astros in OTP Legends. Bruce Bochy, yeah, I remember. Rick Honeycutt as a Mariner. Yeah, I kind of remember that. I associate him more with the A's. Sorry. Tom Paciorek, yep. Floyd Bannister, yep. He was a prospect before he got injured and all that. No, wait. Alcoholism ruined Bannister, right? I know I'm saying the improper term. Technically, I'm supposed to say the whole what's the term everyone's using now? He has a substance disorder or something like that. I hate that. Sometimes, he has troubles with alcohol. Can't you say that? Matt Young, okay, yeah. Alvin Davis, yep. Phil Bradley, yeah, I say so. And Jim Presley, yeah, that's right. Mark Langston and Harold Reynolds. Yeah, Harold Reynolds was like a one-season wonder. And Harold Reynolds had the gall in 2015 to insult Canadian baseball and all that, despite the fact that he played AAA in Calgary. That was in 2015. And basically all of Canada was ganging up on him. Yeah, it's been 10 years. 10 years ago, I was 30, so, I'm 40 this year, so. And, I'm at 40, and I'm like, wow, it's amazing to see the Blue Jays and the Maple Leafs win division titles in the same year, which never has happened before. Never. And I'll explain to you, Tim, why I came to that conclusion. 5, 4, pulled them off. I think Arozarena would have been safe as is. Okay, we got the lead runners. Oh, no, wait. That's the end of the inning? No, that's 2 outs. Sportsnet, that's 2 outs. 5, 4, 3. No. Sportsnet, that's not 3rd out. Runners on 1st. Yeah, there's 2 big graphics at 3 out. Nope. That's not the 3rd out, because why would they have thrown from 2nd to 1st? Sorry. Yeah, the Canadian graphics was being bitchy and all that. Not for the first time this game, but yeah. So yeah, here's how I got to the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna just say stand by for Blue Jays Leafs rant. Stats rant. So yeah. All right. So here's where I come to the conclusion. There's Cal Raleigh. Oh, popped up. Is it going to be staying in the ballpark? No. Off the dugout roof. Someone's going to sit in here. Okay, so Blue Jays Leafs stats rant. So as I said, the first time the Blue Jays and Leafs won in the same year, the division. Here's why. Okay, the Jays won in 85. Now this is basically the Jays won in the division. The Jays won the division in 85. That was the year the Leafs played their worst season in modern history. They were terrible. They were the worst in the NHL, but we got Wendell Clark out of the deal. So in the draft, and that worked out for us until he was injury prone. If he was like healthy, the Leafs probably would have went to the Stanley Cup Finals. Don't tell that to Kerry Fraser. 89, the Jays won the division, but the Leafs sucked. The Leafs lost on the final day to the Hawks for the playoffs and all that. A famous Todd Gill giveaway. Troy Murray scores the goal, and the Blackhawks went to the Stanley Cup playoffs, where the Leafs had to wait. But the Leafs had 3 first-round picks that year and blew it on 3 Belleville Bulls. 1991, the Jays won the division, but the Leafs sucked. That 90-91 season was pathetic. The Leafs actually would have had the 3rd pick in the draft, but lo and behold, we traded that pick in 1989 for the one of Tom Kerbers as a power play quarterback. And guess who the Devils picked? Number 3, Scotty freaking Niedermayer. 92, the Blue Jays won the division. The Leafs did not make the playoffs. 93, the Jays won the division. The Leafs did do well in the playoffs, got to the Final Four or the conference finals, but they didn't win the division. The Leafs were actually the 3 seed out of the Norris. The Blackhawks proved themselves. Swing and a miss. We got Raleigh. Yippee. 7 strikeouts in 5 innings for Bieber. He learned his lesson from last time. And the Blue Jays are now up 8-2. So, yeah, that's why we got him. He can give a yell. Why don't you? So it's 8-2. I wonder how long they'll keep him in the game. Probably 1-2 innings more. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's see here. I'm just trying to say what I'm going to be uploading. 1.15. Maybe I'll upload that one. No, I'll just do that one. Yeah, I'll do that one. All right, so 1.78. Okay. Gotta just do 5. All right. All right, so 93. And the next time the Jays won the division was 2015. The Leafs didn't make the playoffs. And then, the Jays didn't win the division in 2016. They were the wild card team. So, of course, they won the division in 2025. And, the Leafs won the division. But that didn't mean they went well in the playoffs. Remember, they choked Game 7 at home to the Florida Panthers 6-1. One of the worst Game 7 losses for a home team ever. I think it's the worst home team loss in a Game 7 in NHL history. I know the Leafs have won Game 7 against the Blues in 1993, 6-0, but that's different. That's totally different. All right, so back to the NHL. Calgary and Utah kind of just started. Chicago and St. Louis should be started by now. Buffalo puts the Snowmen up on Ottawa 8-4, and the Red Wings win 4-1. Now let's take a look at the game center. Buffalo, Ottawa. All right. Can I have the 3 stars? Riley McLeod, Jason Zucker, and Jack Doan. McLeod and Zucker both with 2 goals. Doan with 3 assists. I really want game summary, game reports. Box score, that's it. Okay, box score for the Senators. Pinto Sturza, Lars Eller. He's still in the league? Has scored a goal, but why do I see 3? Wasn't there a 4th? Oh, that's for forwards. Defenseman Jake Sanderson, number 85, the year of my birth, scored. And Mernon Leinen, number 1 in your programs for the Senators. He was the losing goalie. Olmark didn't play. For Buffalo, for forwards, Jason Zucker with a pair, Jack Quinn with 2, Riley McLeod with 2, Kulich with 1, and Tuck with 1. So the forward scored all goals. And Alex Lyon, the Lions den, was in net, not Ellis. So the first of 3 games between Buffalo and Ottawa, despite the fact that they're in the same division, that kind of pisses me off. It should be 5 games against everyone in your division. All that. Detroit won 4-1, Sports Game Center. Florida goal by the Rat Brad Marchand. Detroit goals by Mason Appleton. Does he like Appletons on a Friday? Patrick, red, white, and black monster. Patrick Kane, the big red monster, but it's a big red and white monster For Detroit, Patrick Kane, so Appleton, and then Michael Rasmussen. 4-1, and the goalies were 3 stars: Appleton, Kane, and Larkin. The goalies for the Panthers, Bobrovsky was in net, not Tarasov, the backup, and the Red Wings starting goalie was Cam Talbot from former Edmonton Oiler, and the backup John Gibson. Kitchener. If you watch any Stone Cold hockey video, Tim, and I mentioned a Kitchener Ranger, I basically yell Kitchener, Kitchener, no matter what team he plays for. Oh, Chicago St. Louis is just starting right here, right now. I don't know why. That's kind of pathetic. But yeah, this says it started at 9:30. Springer down the right field line. This is a triple belting. That's fair down the line. That should be a double. And the runners will hold at second and third. Oh. I'm surprised. I thought Springer would have went to second base. It did bounce. I thought he was gonna play it like it was gonna be a double. Oh well. First and third. Yeah, I thought he was gonna play it like I think he was thinking it would be foul. Yeah, I think come out of the box, he didn't really think that it was gonna be a hit. Oh, now they're going to the bullpen again? Yep, Vargas is it. OUT out. First and third, so the Blue Jays are looking pretty good. That first inning brought back groans and tons of moans and all that bull crap. Oh, really? They had the Leafs on radio in Ohio? I kind of would have thought that it would have been another team more so in Ohio, like maybe can't say the Sabres, no. The other way. I would probably say like Pennsylvania, like Pittsburgh or Philly. I thought so. Because I know Ohio didn't really have hockey till Columbus came in 2000. Well, the Cleveland Barons, yes, but like, at the time, I mean, the 90s. So, anyway. So, anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, Netflix with that documentary, Who Killed the Montreal Expos? It's like a big game of Clue. Oh, yeah. We felt we were witnessing a sabotage operation. So many things killed the Montreal Expos. Like, who killed the Montreal Expos? Well, a ton of them. It comes out October 21st. Well, the Sabres were on cable TV in the Cleveland area in the late 90s and 2000s with Prime Sports. Also could get Red Wing games. Yeah, Detroit, I would say you're right. The Red Wings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, what killed the Montreal Expos? Well, I don't think anyone's anyone is to blame, like perfectly to blame. Like there's like too many people are to blame. I mean, the fans in Montreal were a little pedonic, if you will. Once the Expos sucked after the '94 strike, the fans didn't come out in droves. Well, of course, Olympic Stadium, you got to blame the Olympic Stadium being crumbling and all that. And, that's when baseball didn't really want to go to Montreal and all that. And then, of course, they tried that downtown ballpark plan, but the provincial government refused to give them money. Well, that's a smart move because that means they had to pay attention to the runner at first. Jimenez scores. It's 9-2 for the Blue Jays. But once the Mariners could score something in the bottom of the sixth. So as I was saying, I'm not going to be celebrating quite yet. I know the record is 7, sorry, for postseason comeback. No, it is 8 because the Philly A's were down 8-0 to the Cubs in Game 4 of the 29 World Series. And they blew that 8-0 lead. The Cubs did. But yeah, 9-2. I'm not saying anything yet. Oh, yeah, Flatty on the. So Straw is now at the plate. There's the Toronto Blue Jays we all know should have happened. I mean, after all, the Blue Jays only scored 4 runs in the first 2 games. They've more than doubled that today. Yeah, Ferguson. Yeah. I bet you Seattle definitely won't go with their bullpen aces and all that yet because they'll save them for game 4 if they need to, when they really need them the most. But, I mean, Blue Jays once were up 8-1 on the Mariners in 2022 at home and choked it. So I can't say it hiccup yet. It'll ball now. 2 balls, no strikes. So, yeah, it's 9-2 for the Blue Jays. Dodgers, Brewers, day off because of the travel to Los Angeles. So the Dodgers are up 2-0, trying to get back to the World Series for the 3rd time in the 2020s. Yeah, the 3rd time in the decade. And all that. Because, yeah, Dodgers 2020, Braves were the NL represented in 2021, the Phillies in 22, the Diamondbacks in 23, the Dodgers in 24, and now 25. Yeah, the first 4 years of the 2020s, a different NL team made the finals. And then the Dodgers have won. Well, sorry. I can't say the Dodgers yet in 2025. They're halfway there, but did I just jinx them? Whoopsies. So, 2020 for the 2020s for appearances by an AL team in the World Series. The Rays, the Stros, the Rangers, and the Yankees. And now we'll have our fifth different franchise in AL franchise to make the finals, because the Astros have been there twice, the Yankees have been there, the Rays made it in, and the Rangers made it in. So yeah, Blue Jays, Mariners, whoever it will be, it'll be the 6th different one and all that. Oh, you still have a Buzz Time group and all that. I remember that, but if you have a stream tomorrow, more likely not be online. Still plays on Thursdays. Okay, what time would be the earliest for you? Because more than likely, it'll be 8:30 if I have a stream tomorrow. Well, it looks more than likely it will happen, but it will not actually be it won't be a stream, 10:30-ish. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, more than likely I'll do the stream. I'll do a stream, but it'll be a 9:15 start. Because if you didn't hear, I'm at ball hockey. Yeah, I'm at ball hockey. And we'll be late getting back. Actually, it'll probably be a late start for me getting home and all that. Kirk, fly ball to right field. Oh boy, say goodbye. That one. Alejandro. I think the Blue Jays 12-2. I think we'll be okay. Woo! Boy, oh boy. Yes, the Earl Weaver special. Cleveland baseball fan, you are correct. I remember the power of the 3-run home run and the power of platooning too. Earl Weaver was always known for good platooning too, because Lowenstein and the other guy, I would say Benny Yala, but that can't be right. But yeah, John Lowenstein, remember the platooning, and then he had that big 3-run home run to win 79 ALCS game 1? Yep. Sure, birthday. What the fuck? Your birthday is the same as Earl Weaver? Holy smokes. Yeah, my birthday. Oh, and runner on first base. Yep. Well, he did hit 2 home runs in game 1 of the ALDS against the Yankees. And that's a 3-run shot. Wow. This is pathetic. I was thinking, have the Mariners ever lost a playoff game by 10 or more runs? I don't remember. Man, the Blue Jay fans are happy and all that. Yeah, Ugh. Yeah, Jacques Villeneuve shares my birthday because he's April 9th, 1970. I'm April 9th, 1985. Eddie Barger. Well, if any time to get out of this stupid slump, now's the time. Man, poor guy. Like, everyone's contributing. A lot of people, a lot of Blue Jays are contributing today. Well, especially today. 12 runs. Yeah, the Mariners have scored. How many times have the Mariners scored in the first two games? I think it was 13, right? Yeah, it was 10-3. It was 13-3. So the Blue Jays have almost scored as many runs as today as the Mariners did the first two games. Of course, you got to add the 2 runs for Seattle to make 15. Wow, I can't believe that. Yeah, I don't think the Mariners have ever lost a game by double digits in the playoffs. I can't recall. I don't think Cleveland did it to them. Ground ball. Why are you throwing the second? Stomp on first base because that's out number 3. Oh, I don't know why you did that. I would have just stomped on first base. Man, unreal. Everyone is right that maybe the Blue Jays just needed to get some open air and all that. It's 12-2. So yeah, I figured I was like the dome's gonna be open. 1995 lost game 4 7-0. Ah, okay, cool. And if the Blue Jays had finished the job in 2022 in that wildcard series, game 2 at the very least, it would have been tied. Yeah, I just got to check my phone because it's been beeping. Win this game. You win this game. It's only one. It's only one, though. Keep letting them in. Stopped an immigrant when he was exposing himself. Oh, like he was. Oh, stupid Bill. Tomorrow's supposed to be 13 as well, Celsius. Holy smokes. We're really getting cold. Yeah. If I'm looking up the rest of the playoffs, ALDS. Oh. I see. Oh, I see. I see. I thought that was the record. Okay, but 17-2. I just don't believe it. A team that's won 116 games in the regular season and they lose by 15. Not to Cleveland. Forget about Cleveland. Like to lose by 15 in freaking general. And they still won the series in 5. They had to go to a winner take all, and it would have been massively embarrassing for Seattle if they had lost to Cleveland. No disrespect, Tim, but I'm not disrespecting the Indians. I'm just saying that any team other than Cleveland took on Seattle, and Seattle choked Game 5 of the ALDS. That would be one of the worst chokes of playoffs in a round. They're kicking my M's ass right now. Well, that's the way it is. So, yeah. Hang on one sec. I got to mute. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just checking out one of my Facebook friends' stories because his little 5-year-old girl is playing hockey now. Yeah, they lost game 1. Yeah, it's weird how the Mariners got their butts handed to them in their 2 losses to Cleveland in the ALDS, and then all of a sudden they won the next 3 games and all that. Yeah, Julio Rodriguez, the only guy who's done something good against the Blue Jays. They'll probably pitch Bieber till his arm falls off because it's a 10-run lead, so you get a little more forgiveness. And the fact is, you're probably not going to need. Well, let me think. Maybe you might need Bieber for Game 7. I don't know. I don't know how the Blue Jays are going to play it. They have a 4-man rotation. I know Bassett is LCS is on the LCS roster, and he's a starter, and Lauer sometimes is. So, a Game 7 situation. What do you do? I mean, if you go with the 4-man rotation, Bieber is pitching Game 7, and Gossman's pitching 5, and Yeas pitching number 6. So anyway, that was almost terrible. Why would you plunk him? You can't plunk him. It's a 12-2 game. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I think the Blue Jays have never. No. Hang on. Swing and a miss, strike 3. J-Rod's out. 8 strikeouts for Bieber. Like I said, Bieber had to prove why the Blue Jays made the moves to get him, and he's proving it today. Don't know why he couldn't prove it against the Yankees, but the Mariners, something's changed. The whole momentum shift will go back to Toronto, at least for tomorrow. And then, Game 4 tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern time. But ball hockey might be canceled, though, too. I forget that we have goalie problems. We can't, pick up goalies. We have a rotation of goalies and all that. But for ball hockey. But I usually would go net. But because Fridays are massive truck day at work in the warehouse, I can't really do that because I don't want to wear myself out. Blanco, from the hole, he was going full tilt, but we snuck out and got him. I mean, you're down 12-2. You might as well go full tilt because maybe you get momentum. Yeah, the Jays with their win in Game 1, 10-1, that was the largest. That's the largest in Blue Jays history. So if they hang on to this 10-run lead, it's now the largest Blue Jays victory in history. Because, the Blue Jays, that Game 1 win over the Yankees was something to behold, I burped. I mean, when he beat the freaking New York Yankees and all that. Naylor, ground ball, Flatty. Oh, that almost went south, but he just got a nice underhand toss. Flatty almost overshot Bieber. Watch this. Lovely leap from Bieber to make the play. It's now 12-2. So I will open a pack of cards right now. So I'll open right now. I might as well. I'll save the other pack for tomorrow. So here we go. So if you come back at 10:30, Tim, the game will be over by 10:30. I'll make sure. Well, it'll be probably 11:30 by the time I get done. All right, so let's unpack. All right. Obviously, I don't know the cards ahead of time. Okay, first card is a Jackson Chouinard with the Brewers. He's been lighting it up in the playoffs. He actually had to come out of Game 1 against the Cubs due to an injury. Fortunately, it's not too serious. So, Jackson Chouinard, he's a pretty good player. Oh, RC means rookie card, right? Yep. So, Jackson Chouinard, and hopefully, and we'll see if the Brewers can come back from love 2 against the Dodgers. Like we talked about 2 nights ago with me and Cleve Baseball Fan, the last time a National League team came back from 0-2 in the LCS was 2023 when the Diamondbacks were down love 2 to the Phillies. And, of course, the last time an American League team did so was 2004 when the Red Sox made that bastardization comeback to most people. All right, next up is a Kenta Maeda with the Tigers. He got traded to the Tigers and all that. Don't really like the pitching. Don't like the face he's making. But, Kenta was a decent Dodger pitcher. But then he went to the Twins. He did okay and all that. So, he's done quite well. Kenta Maeda. Shouldn't really throw it like that because there's garbage. All right. Next up is a Jackson Rutledge. What is it with Jacksons today? But Jackson Rutledge for the Nationals. Next is a Fernando Tatis Jr., one of the greatest Padres of all time. No disrespect to Tony Gwynn, because I think Fernando is, yeah, he's outfielder. Yeah, he used to play shortstop, right? Yeah, he moved from shortstop to the outfield. I guess for Machado's sake. No, Machado was playing third base. I'm like, why would he move from shortstop to the outfield? I mean, he might try. I think he probably saw Robin Yount do that, because I know Robin Yount used to be a shortstop and then moved to the outfield. And I think he went back to shortstop. I don't know. But yeah, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's a very good slugger. I mean, he's the best Padres player in the 2020s. I mean, Manny Machado could be too, but yeah, Fernando Tatis is a pretty good player. Junior was a good player. I think he really beat his dad's legacy. I mean, yeah, Fernando Tatis was a pretty good slugger and all that, and he did have 2 grand slams in 1 inning. No, but yeah. For San Diego hitters, I think it's gonna be. Oops, he's got the jacket, and Schneider is giving him a pat. So that's it for Bieber. I mean, he pitched 6 innings. You might need him for Game 7. Yeah, that was a terrible swing by Clement. I mean, if the Blue Jays had like a 10-run lead, I would probably, in the 8th or 9th, I'd probably just empty the bench, get those guys some at bats. Maybe Seattle will probably empty their bench. Who knows? Yeah, back to the game. Top of the 7th, 12-2. Oh, he almost made a cricket swing. Okay, next is Jose Soriano for the Angels. Okay, so that's his card. And then you got yourself, celebrating the 1975 Topps, these real one autograph cards features autograph, a certified autograph from Davis Wenzel. Also, this is a certified autograph. This is an autograph. This is not like the full autograph. Davis Wenzel. Okay, let's take a look at Davis Wenzel's career through search. He's an infielder for the Reds. He played college for Baylor. Texas selected him in the first round and made his debut with Texas in 2024 before they traded him to the Reds. And he played for Baylor in the major in NCAA. The minor league. Yeah, so his batting 2024 Rangers. He played 27 games for the Rangers, batting 128. Jeez. I would love to be 128 pounds, but at 5'11", you can't. And designated for assignment and then traded to the Reds. He returned to AAA for 2025. So I don't really think that autograph's gonna be worth a lot of money. Unless, you love AAA legends. I don't know. All right, next card, Clement to left field. That'll be caught. Next card is a Cody Bellinger with the Cubs. Yeah, Cody Bellinger, great Dodger and all that. Hitting lots of home runs and all that. Had a 100 RBI season with the Dodgers in 2019. Comeback Player of the Year in 2023. Yeah, he was a pretty good player for the Dodgers, and then they left him, and he went to the free agency with the Cubs, and then now Bellinger's a Yankee because, Cody Bellinger played for the Yankees in the division series against the Blue Jays, and as I said in a few of my streams, that, you can't count Bellinger out. He's a dangerous threat, and I was right. Okay, second last card is Irving Lopez of the Cardinals organization. And now one more to go, and it's the Giants card. It's Matt Chapman, former Blue Jay Matt Chapman, that is. He was a good third baseman for the A's, and then the Blue Jays picked him up for a couple seasons. He did okay, but then he went to San Francisco and has been okay. Humanist, that's up the gut. That's hit number 3 for him, for the former Tribe. Ugly. All right, so yeah. Yep, I guess... Yeah, 12-2 Blue Jays. Hopefully this is not just a blip and that it actually is a momentum shift. I mean, I would love to see a momentum shift and the Blue Jays to come back from an 0-2 deficit in another series other than the 2015 LDS against the Rangers. But then again, like the 2015 series against the Rangers, they were down 0-2, losing the first 2 games at home. Ferguson tried a curveball, and Springer took a funny swing at that one. But yeah, Matt Chapman. It's funny how the Blue Jays took third baseman away from the A's, because Eric Hinsky was an A's prospect, but he was in the A system, and the Blue Jays they got him from the A's for Billy Koch, who was our closer for a while. And then, Hinsky was named AL Rookie of the Year. And then we took Josh Donaldson away from Oakland, who was a third baseman for the 2014 A's when they lost that wild card game to those pesky Royals in one of the best playoff games in Royals history. Of course, any game against the Blue Jays, you're definitely not going to get my vote. You're going to say, fuck you, Joe Boo. But nevertheless, so yeah, Donaldson 2015, and he ended up being the MVP. So that was amazing how we swiped that. And then, did he hit him? Oh, I thought he hit him. Runner goes to second. Okay, I thought he hit him. Sorry. But yeah, the Blue Jays did that. And then, you got the fact that third baseman from Oakland. Yeah, that was nowhere near his foot. And that was, of course, taking Chapman from Oakland and making him their own. And he was okay for a few years for the Blue Jays. Swinging and a bad cut on that pitch, strike 3. Nevertheless, it's 12-2, so I'm not panicking. I'm actually hoping that this is let's see if it's the largest postseason win in Blue Jays history by runs. It'll be nice to see. Maybe a change of scenery was the best move for the Blue Jays. Lucas, that's a ground ball out. That's all right. They're going to be doing 7th-inning stretches in Seattle. And the Blue Jays, covered a Bieber after 6 innings. That's not half bad. I mean, you might as well. So, yeah, Blue Jays are looking pretty good, 12-2. And no, I'm not going to call the stream early because the Blue Jays are doing quite well. I have to upload. I forgot to upload as much. Now, unfortunately, my stupid thing actually... my stupid thing actually is if you upload too many videos within a 24-hour period, it'll stop you from doing that. You can always get like a permission thing, but it takes like freaking long. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it this way. Here, 3, because it sets up 4, and the grass is a mix 5. So uploading the 5 new things. So, yeah, I've got to upload some new stuff and all that. Also, got to play Song Pop. I always do Song Pop before every night. Did I do that one or no? Oh, yeah. So, I got to upload some new Cutter Top 10s. Bieber, 8 strikeouts, a career high. What? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, never mind. I got her. I got it. That was actually not supposed to happen that way. Ooh. So, yeah, once the Legends League Detroit Cleveland matchup comes up, Cleveland baseball fan, I will give you the copy. I will give you the link. Do you want me to give you the link in the description of the stream, or do you want me to give it to you on Facebook, like Facebook message? And also giving you the drama of game 162. Yep. So yeah, PC Replay Baseball also. Yeah. So the reason why I kind of am doing the PC Replay Baseball videos is because in the OOTP universe, there's no game tomorrow, October 16th, because October 16th was supposed to be for the NLDS, but both NLDSs are done. The Dodgers and the Phillies are in. So that means, yeah, they would have played game 6s, but because they are not. So both series ended in 5 games. Well, 4 and 5. You know, yeah, jump the shark moments. I mean, the show tried to get a fresh approach. So yeah, so the Degrassiisms, you have to see the belief. Actually, no, I won't give him that one. More storyline, nope, it's not worthy. Where's the top 10? Where's the Degrassi top 10? Okay, there we go. The Cutter top 10 Degrassi list. Jump the shark moments. All right. Everything is there. Facebook. Alrighty. So yeah, I'll give you the links. Yeah, it makes sense. Via Facebook. I'll give you the Cleveland game, and I will give you the PC Replay setup. And yes, the 8-9 games, the 2 8-9 games, like the Blue Jays versus the White Sox and the Cubs and Reds, that will be played tomorrow. Like I will make sure I will play those games tomorrow because there's no games for OOTP. So we'll settle for like we'll set up the whole thing. So the way I look at it is like the 2 game 6s for OOTP is on Friday, and any of the 2 series that go to game 7 will be on Saturday. So prepare yourself. If the 2 series end in 6 for the American League, there will be Saturday being the 18th. They'll probably start the LCSs that day. So basically no OOTP day off from that notification and all that. So yeah, Cleveland against Detroit. That's going to be a tough series because game 6 is in Detroit. And game 7, if there need be, 4-6-3. Yes, Money in the Bank catching. So, yeah, a big double play for the Blue Jays. Not completely needed. You could just get rid of the lead runner up by 10, but, you want to get a double play. You want momentum. You want to keep your momentum in fairness. Because in game 2, even though the Jays had a 12-0 lead at one point, they didn't keep their foot on the pedal, and the Yankees scored 6 of the last 8 runs. 7 runs, I should say. And then the momentum helped them in game 3, although the Jays were winning by 5 runs and then all that. The only difference between like the Blue Jays leads and all that is like I'd be a little more safer saying phew, like by the 6th inning. I mean, the Yankees had plenty of innings after the Blue Jays went up 6-1 in the 3rd to win the game, and they did. Chicago, St. Louis. Wow. 2-2 battle in the first period. Over intermission, Calgary leads Utah 1-0. So let's see the other stuff. Chicago and St. Louis, the 4 goals. Chicago goals by Ilya Mikhailov, former Leaf, and Lucas Reichel. I think Robert's son. Robles. Oh, that's a pop-up. Follow the ball. Beautiful. 3 up, 3 down. Well, shouldn't really be 3 up, 3 down. Jake Neighbors and Dylan Holloway for the Blues. Calgary's goal was scored by Rasmus Anderson from Frost and Kadri. Kitchener! Yeah, now I'm Kadri, former Kitchener Ranger. That's why I chant Kitchener. So, I don't know if I have that in my Cutter top 10 in my Blue Jays thing. Um, I don't know if I have that in the thingy or not. I think I do. Yeah, Jays win and all that. Yeah, there's a lot of like Blue Jay stuff I did talk about. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna deafen for a little bit. All right. Flatty will get a base hit. That's trouble. He's going for two because why not? Wow. That is a job by Flatty Jr. Well, that's a bounce back. That is the definition of a bounce back. You're 4 for 4. I mean, you go 4 for 4 in this game. That's just pure gold. Like, that's how you get back in it. Okay, if the Blue Jays score here, I'm out of here after the top of the 8th. Well, considering that you're the only one that really hangs on to my streams, Tim, I think once you sign off, I'll probably sign off too, yeah. I think yeah, you're right. If the Blue Jays score, you're out of here. Okay, but if the Blue Jays score, I'm basically going to sign off myself because it's 11 runs. Well, obviously they score at least one. That's 11. I'll be up by 11. Miles Straw is batting. Well, I don't know what it is, but I think a change of scenery was the best bet for the Blue Jays. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. This is like amazing and all that. Yeah. Like we'll see. Let's see if the Blue Jays do score. Straw to short, the wrong side of the infield. If it was to the right side of the infield, then the runner moves to third, I bet. Yeah. So, yeah, tomorrow night, Monday night, Thursday night football, excuse me. Steelers, Bengals. I think Pittsburgh's going to win. I don't think Flacco can match with the Cincy Stars. And A-Rod is putting up great numbers after leaving the Jets. So there's Alejandro. He went deep with a 3-run Earl Weaver special. Ew, woo, long. I almost said wook, and I'm like, that's his one pitch cutter. Whoops. Yeah, Alejandro. Let's see what he can do, if he can do anything for an encore. Pitch. Wide again. Ball 2. So yeah, the game starts at 8:30. Probably going to. Well, it depends on if we can get enough players for ball hockey and two goalies tomorrow. Because at 4:30 we have to make the call whether to run the event or just not to. And if we don't run the event, then yeah, I'll start the Blue Jays stream at 8:30. So like when game 4 is happening at 8:30, it's Scherzer versus Castillo. Download all three. Jackson number 77. Yeah, I don't think I know many of those the last two pitchers for the Mariners. No, I think they're just basically middle of the pack bullpen arms. Save your best guys for when you really need them. I went for it. That was definitely ball 4. I know you think I'm crazy because it's Blue Jays by 10. I mean, the Jays were down 2-0. I thought, oh my God, we're doomed. It was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do a game 4 stream. Well, the Jays 12 unanswered. So that's just amazing what they could do. Sorry. 10:30 at night. Yeah. I feel exhausted because I got to go to work tomorrow morning. So, you know. Nice swing. But to the wrong side of the infield yet again. So the runner will stay at second. Uriel is pitching for in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Yeah, it's a different bullpen thing. Yeah, it's down the left field line, like past the left field fence. Like they're separated by a big wall. The two bullpens. Oh, he didn't swing. Oh, I thought he swung. I thought that was a foul ball. It looked like a foul ball. Man, Raleigh's not having a good day behind the plate. Oh, okay. Yeah, he swung at it, but the ball was in the dirt. He didn't make contact with it. Because then the runner would be moved back to third. Yeah, the runner would have been at second. Let's see if they can score. Terrible swing by Farshow. What are you doing, man? Yeah, I don't know what has happened since. Like what has happened. Well, I guess the Mariners basically trying to put the momentum on their side and to go up 2-0. It's been a whole lot different. Strike 3. Should have swung at least. Well, the Blue Jays didn't score. So, yeah, so that's funny. Yeah, the Blue Jays didn't score. Are you still around? Are you still going to be around? And all that. But nevertheless, like it is 12-2. And anyone getting notifications on my cell phone? No, I don't see any lights flashing. So, yeah. Yep. Blue Jays looking pretty damn good. 12-2. Just keep normal. Keep normal. Keep everything normal. Minutes and under 20 minutes. Boston Pizza commercial. Anyway, yeah, the Blue Jays are looking good to win game 3, and then we'll be going to game 4. Down 2-1, still in it. Like there's nothing wrong with us in a sense. So anyway, that's the way it goes. So yeah, so we'll see at least a game 5 in Seattle on Fridays. Definitely gonna stream that one. I think. Yeah, I'll stream game 5 for sure. Game 4, as I said, depending on if ball hockey runs or not. If ball hockey doesn't run, then I'll start from the start at 8:30. I'll obviously be waiting a couple hours for Cleve Baseball fan to pop by. I'm actually hoping that you can Like, in all honesty, Clay Baseball fan, I wish you at least spread the word to a few of your followers to go through to my stream and all that. Because, if they know what I'm doing, then at least I won't be lonely and all that. And someone gave the thumbs up. Beautiful. So, yeah. So, yeah, so that I don't really remember. So Uriel Rodriguez is coming to the mound. Yeah, it's weird how he's given up at earned run, but he hasn't given up a hit yet. But yeah, it's 12-2 Blue Jays, looking pretty good and all that. The home run power is back. We only had one tater tot in the first two games, and we have 3 today, right? Springer, Flatty, and Alejandro. I feel like I'm missing one. Springer, Alejandro, Flatty. Yeah, that's 3. Yeah, we've had 3 home runs. We've had more home runs than Seattle has had runs. Yeah. Let me think. Alejandro went deep. Flatty went deep. Clement hasn't gone deep because I would be doing his stuff. Barger hasn't gone deep. Shortstop didn't go deep. And that would be Jimenez. Oh, no, Jimenez. Yep, I am missing one. I knew I missed one. Yeah, Jimenez. That's right. Catcher went deep. First baseman went deep. Shortstop went deep. And DH went deep. That's 4. Yep. Then make a post on YouTube of a stream coming up and see where that gets you. I guess you're right. True. I always forgot to use the posts part of my YouTube page and hopefully get something. Either that or make a post on YouTube of a stream coming up and see where that gets you. True, I always forget to. I always advertise on Facebook for my followers, but seem to get nowhere minus you. I seem to get nowhere minus you. Pitch. Try to get him to swing and miss. I'm actually surprised that the teams are just using their bench and all that, especially Toronto. Yeah, I knew I missed a home run. Might as well. Might as well what? Hit a home run? I'm looking at that fan sign. It says might as well. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Cal Raleigh or somebody on the Mariners said, we're up 2-0. We might as well win. We might as well win the LCS. Yeah, well, yeah, I always forget. Truthfully, yeah, like I did the post on YouTube yesterday about should I bother doing a stream being down 0-2, and then the Yeas had it, so that's why I am doing it today in the first place. Anyway, 3-2. Oh crap! Got her. Arizarena goes steepy-doo. What can you do? Well, he grooved that pitch. So the fireworks go off in Seattle for the second time. Goodbye, baseball. Yeah, goodbye, baseball indeed. 12-3 Blue Jays. So they'll give him that trident and all that. Yeah, it was in the strike zone and he grooved it to the middle. So, yeah. Do all that. Make sure I give you the 2 things to him. So, yep. All right. Get my channel here. All right. So I uploaded my stuff. 1.78 gigs. Back in the door. Posts. Yeah. There we go. Post. All right. Game 4 stream happening Tomorrow, starting time. Oh, no way. Oh my God. They went back to back. Maybe it's not over yet. Maybe the Jays got too complacent. Well, it's 12-4. So again, the fireworks go off at T-Mobile Park. Yeah, Cal Raleigh. That's why he's a 60 home run guy. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, I've decided to do that. Back to back kabooms. Yeah, that's right. Flu Hardy is now on the bump. Okay. Man, I got a lot of videos in my YouTube stuff to actually take care of. Okay, so that's one. One more. One more video for Tim, and then I gotta just check my subscriptions to see if there's anything interesting I have missed. Yeah, all right. Those two videos are up, and away. Oh, no way, no way. Oh. Rodriguez on Rodriguez crime. Ha, 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 ha. Respected people who turn out to be huge racists and all that. Well, lots of people are racist nowadays. Life and death of commercial-free football. I'll talk about Red Zone and all that. Disturbing South Park episodes because of what we know. Steve Irwin, Jarrett from Subway with his AIDS and how everyone mistakes it. You played to lose the game. 121. Yeah, I'm surprised that those pesky best catches every decade. Oh, is it like okay? I gotta check that out because I might have to make some deletions. So what's the hits of the week? Week 7. All right. College football. Disturbing final episodes. Yeah, I gotta watch that. Seth Rollins' injury. That is huge in wrestling because of the whole thing that Seth Rollins is really injured. 71 years. Wild turkeys. Kevin O'Leary owns $23 million worth of cards. Really? Oh, shocking TV cancellations of all time. Yeah. I thought it's a Branko. I think he was a Kitchener Ranger. Kitchener. Okay. So, yeah. Got Rivas. Struck him out. Nice job by Rodriguez. Gave up a pair of home runs, but it's 12-4, so it's still good. It'd give it to her. It's still good. It's still good. Oh, okay. Serving stuff because of what we know now. I see. I see the premise. Okay, so that technically should be there. So I'll put that there. So now 41 to 50. Yeah. The best of. Those two should be technically out the door because I don't need those two. Sorry, I'm just giggling because my aunt upstairs, my blackish gray Russian blue Smoky is being a bit of a nuisance and all that. So yeah. Fans are just making things happen. Chicago St. Louis 2-2. Utah just scored to tie the game. Oh, okay. I'm going to end this stream too. Yeah, he's on its way. I'm out my way. It is an 8-run game, so yeah, I'm happy with the way things ended. So Blue Jays win. Hopefully they just give up 1 or 2 more runs, and that'll be all. But that's all I've got. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Jeff Diamond. There will be a Game 4 stream. The question is the time. If I do not have to go to ball hockey, then it'll be 8:30 start time, like Game 4 start time. If I do have to play ball hockey, expect a 9:15 start. I'll have to pick up where I start because of everything. But thanks for watching. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.